Chelsea versus Newcastle match preview, and I'm gonna be honest, going to St. James Park is never easy. We don't win at this ground. The last time we won at St. James Park was under Thomas Tuchel. Guys, make sure you're liking the video and share it, and make sure you are subscribing to the channel and comment down below, and let's get straight into it. The last time we beat Newcastle at St. James Park was under Thomas Tuchel, where Reece James scored 2 goals, and since then it's been losses or draws. But it's a different story when it comes to Stamford Bridge. We tend to win the games. But people, this is my lineup, the best lineup I can put together that can beat Newcastle at St. James Park, because they have a lot of injuries and we have a lot of injuries, but I don't think it's gonna matter. But for me, I think this is the best lineup that I think can beat Newcastle at St. James Park, where I have in goal Robert Sanchez and the backline of Marcus Cucurella, Trevor Chalobah, and Wesley Fofana and Malo Gusto, because Gusto for me has to play into this game. They're going to be physical, man. Newcastle, that midfield of Tonali and Bruno and Joe Linton, that midfield, they are going to be very, very physical. And I think for me, having Moses Caicedo back from suspension, he is back, and then Reece James and Cole Palmer into that number 10 role, I think for me that midfield will be good enough. For me, Enzo Fernandez cannot play this game because he has not been in form. The guy has not been performing. So I think for me, we have to drop him. And then the wings of Pedro Neto and Garnacho, for me, they have to work a lot. Garnacho, if you can take that performance from the League Cup and bring it to the Premier League, bro, I have no problem with you. So up front is João Pedro. João Pedro, you have to do some. I have a feeling that Reece James is going to score in this game. Reece James will be like the difference maker into this game, because the last time Chelsea won at Newcastle, Reece James is the guy who scored. And tomorrow, we cannot afford to drop any more points. And from Enzo Maresca's press conference today, for me, Maresca's press conference today was so good. He smashed it. All the questions they asked him, he absolutely did well for me today, man. And having Moses Caicedo back into this team is a massive boost. Especially he missed the Leeds United game and the Bournemouth, and he missed the Everton game, where we draw points into those 2 games because we missed Moses Caicedo into this midfield. I always say this, man. Moses Caicedo is one of Chelsea's most important players. When we don't have this guy into this team, you can just feel it. You can feel every single game does not feel the same way. Listen, we can miss Cole Palmer and still score goals. Cole Palmer is still very important, but for me, Moses Caicedo is Chelsea's most important player. So, Newcastle, they are not a joke. Listen, they are not a joke. Newcastle, especially they came from a defeat from where they lost to their local rivals, like Sunderland, and that defeat is tough, and they cannot afford to drop any more points. Right now, they're sitting 12 into the Premier League, and Chelsea is sitting 4th into the Premier League. But the Premier League this season, the table is so tight, man. Every single point you drop, you just drop down. So Chelsea, we have to win this game tomorrow. And for me, Maresca, do your best tactics. Don't play players out of position too much. Reece to the midfield for me is perfect. Gusto, just keep him as a right back and let him overlap or play in those pockets. Just keep the thing simple. If Maresca can keep the thing simple, nobody will ever gonna complain. And I understand there have been so much around Maresca, all this thing like he's gonna go to Man City. At the same time, I've been saying this, man. Listen, things like this are always gonna come. Maresca is one of the best managers in the world, and top clubs are gonna come for him. And I'm not gonna be surprised if I hear Madrid, I wanna come for him, because Maresca, the way he's been performing with Chelsea, he is a top manager, bro. He took this team, especially he has majority of his players are very young players, man. We have the youngest squad in the Premier League, and he's still competing. Has he done enough to utilize this squad? I do not think so. He can even still use these players. Trust these players, man. Josh Archibong is being linked to Manchester City. Give him minutes. Don't play Torsten anymore. I do not want to see Torsten coming from the bench, even if we are at St. James Park. play Ashimpong can handle the atmosphere. He can handle the game, and I've seen this kid lock out Mateta. It's going back to the game. Newcastle have so many injuries. They have so many injuries, but that can't stop Chelsea from losing to them. Because even last season, like when we went there, like we lost 2-0. How? Because the first 15 minutes of the game, the way the physicality, the pressure, and this time is going to be a 12:30 kickoff at UK time. Maybe we have a chance of winning this game, because anything can happen in the 12:30 kickoff. Anything can happen. And I know the Geordies are going to be for this game. They are going to be for this game. Their fans are going to be up for this game, because every single time Newcastle, Chelsea come to, every single time that Chelsea come into the town, Newcastle, even if they're in the bad form, they tend to show up. They tend to play well. So tomorrow, we cannot afford any mistakes. Last season, we got a red card at Newcastle. That's how we lost, because even if Chelsea went down to 10 men, we still played better than them. And I remember, man, Nicola Jackson, man, that game I was so angry. But tomorrow, people, don't try to get red cards. Don't get any yellow cards. Keep things simple. Now, let's get straight into the team news. As Enzo Maresca said, the injury update, as Esther William and Liam Delap are going to be coming back versus Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge. And Enzo Maresca was asked on his future at Chelsea, if he's going to be at Chelsea by the end of the season or even coming next season. And he said, yes, I'm 100% happy at Chelsea and I'm going to be here next season. And they asked him that how does he feel about the job, like he's been linked to Man Cities and all this stuff. And he said he has no idea, like these are all just speculations. They are not really, he is not paying attention to it. That all of his attention are all on the game tomorrow against Newcastle. And for me, I'm happy. I'm happy about what Maresca said, man, because if he could never answer these questions, we will never know. And what he did today, he absolutely smashed it, and he answered the questions. And he said, look, I'm only focused on Chelsea. And I can ask him like if he has spoken to the owners, and he said, yes, we speak every day. But he has not spoken to the real owners. He has been speaking to the sporting directors. But at the end of the season, they're going to review him and see like what they need to improve. And so for me, people, make sure you guys are hitting those like buttons. So people, man, make sure you guys are smashing the likes, man. Chelsea, please, let's get a W from Newcastle, man. We don't win at this ground. The last time was Thomas Tuchel who got us a win at Newcastle. And even Jose Mourinho do not even win at Newcastle. And the last time again before Thomas Tuchel was Sarri. So people, let's try to do our best tomorrow, man. And people, make sure you guys are smashing the likes and subscribe to the channel and up the Chelsea. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.